Hello everyone, this is Milt Olson with Maintenance Technology Systems. We're here to go through our Database Setup program overview in our MTS Explorer vibration analysis software. So we do that by clicking on this Database Setup program tab. As you can see, it just brought over the current department that we're in. Across the top here, we have kind of a little status bar that shows us what was done and so forth, gives a little bit of feedback. We could select a different database if we wanted to. Here we could select our different areas or customers. And here we can select different departments if we so choose. We're going to start out by adding a new area or customer. So we'll click on that. Type in the name of the new area. We'll just call it our water reclamation plant. Hit the OK button. And as you can see, it's added to that list. We've got a couple machines here that we'll copy out. Let's just choose a simple fan and perhaps a hydraulic pump. And then if we try and save this, it's going to say, oh, you didn't put in a department name. So we'll call this the pump area. Go ahead and hit save exit. It'll let us do it. Notice it brought those two units that we're interested in. So this first one, we're going to change this to a pump. And we'll just call this our K2 pump. Make this compatible over here. But we do have a couple other pumps that we want to add, so we'll copy this one, paste it in. Notice we get a bright orange indicator here that says we've got a duplicate name here. Duplicate names are not allowed in the machine ID or the machine description, or duplicate names within a machine on these measurement location descriptions are not allowed, and they'll be highlighted with this bright orange area here. So we'll just call this our K1 pump. In both cases, we know that's a duplicate there. And as we come out of it, you can see that everything's good now. So one of the things we can do, we want to have our K1 pump before our K2 pump. So I'm going to click on, with the top line highlighted, I click up and it moves it to the top of the list. Now let's deal with this hydraulic pump down here. Let's just call this K12P. That's pretty good. We'll make this a K2, and it's a hydraulic pump. And I'm going to copy this guy because we've got another pump we want to add. Actually, on this first one, we've got to change our name here, and it's going to ask us to change it here as well. And then I've want to add a second point on this pump. The way I can do that is I just highlight an individual point on the machine, hit the copy button, paste the thing in, and notice that it's highlighted in bright orange. I'll change my in to an outboard, and that should make everything happy here. So now that we've added the pumps that we want to have in this department, I can hit this Save Changes, and it just saves the what I've currently done here. Because I want to add another department in this area. We want to add some fans here. So we're going to add or copy a department. There's some fans in this point here that I'd like to add to it. Let's just grab this, say the exhauster fan, maybe the B22 fan. They're all similar machines. We'll call this fans and blowers. That's what we're going to end up with in this area. It's easier to copy and modify than it is to build from scratch. So we'll hit our save exit here. Sure enough, there's our two fans. I'll simply copy one of these guys, paste him in. Once again, it says it wants it to be a different number. We'll just change both of these guys to 3. Actually, it's not a kill in here. It doesn't matter for our demonstration purposes. I'm going to copy this guy, paste him in, and it's not really an exhauster fan. We're going to call this a blower on this one, and we'll call this one a blower as well. Ooh. And we'll make this number 2. And change our name here, whatever we want to do with it. And so now we've got it kind of how we want it. We can modify any of these other things that are over here. Just a couple of things to identify. One, if we want to change this side, it gives us a pop-up list. because it's very specific in what it wants. Same here. This one is a free format text. We could make it 70. We can also change the RPM if we wanted to. And those are just free format text if it doesn't pop anything up. So I'm going to go ahead and hit our save and exit here. As you can see, we've got our water reclamation plant. We've got our pump area with our pump area and our fans and blowers, and shows those 4 machines that we set up there, our fans and our blowers. If we go back to the pump area, it's got our pumps that we set up. So that kind of gives you an idea and an overview of how the database setup program works.